Hey TRUathletes, it's Dr. Johnson back to talk to you about the best way to go about fueling yourself at lunch. Now, lunch is a tricky one because it's really easy to screw it up. You leave the house, you're in a hurry, you haven't taken the time to prepare yourself, and you're left with a school lunch or someone's dropping something off from Subway. Probably not gonna be your best bet for peak athletic performance. So lunch really does require that you take the time to prepare the night before. So when you're thinking about lunch, you're thinking about a brown bag or something bigger. This thing should be full of good, healthy food. When you're done with that, eat what you want. Not really, but the reality is if you eat a full bag of healthy food, then chances are you're gonna be a lot less likely to be filling yourself up with snacks and other things that aren't in alignment with your goals. So we're gonna start off over here. Again, just like when we talked about breakfast, we want you building your lunch around protein. A couple different strategies. Number one, leftovers from the night before, chicken, fish, beef. We want you to slice that up. Understand that animal protein has about 7 grams of protein per ounce. If you're that athlete, that 150-pound athlete that we're talking about, and you need to get 25 grams for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, that means that you need 4 to 5 ounces of that lean protein. So please prepare in a bag. You can slice up and take it in a bag. If that's not interesting to you or that's not available, you can always go to the sandwich route. Now, again, when we're talking about breads, we don't want any white flour. And if you are gonna have a bread and you're not showing any signs of any type of gluten intolerance, then what we want you to do, as we have this bread here, we want you using a whole grain bread that has nuts and seeds in it and no white flour. Then what we put into that sandwich, you can use some peanut butter, you can use some almond butter, you can use a little jam or jelly. Again, the sugar you're gonna get from that little bit of jam or jelly is minimal as long as you're obviously keeping it in control compared to the things you're taking in other sources of sugar. When we're talking about hydration for lunch, we don't want any Gatorades or any other drinks that are filled with added sugar. You should have a canister of water that you're walking around with. You should be drinking water all day. What's your water requirement? You need half of your body weight in ounces of water. 150-pound athlete needs 75 grams of protein. You need 75 ounces of water minimally every single day. So we've got your protein source, whether it's gonna be from a sandwich, maybe put some turkey in there, some organic turkey, maybe put some peanut butter or almond butter and a little jelly in there. Maybe you're having some leftovers from the night before with the chicken, the beef, or the fish. Then we roll into and say, okay, what's our fruit and vegetable source? Realistically, you're not gonna be packing lots of dark leafy greens for lunch. If you do, great. But if you're looking for fruits and vegetables, I want you eating a minimum of 2 vegetables and 2 fruits at every lunch. So back and forth, maybe it's an apple and a pear, different types of pears, different types of apples, it's a banana. Maybe you're having some citrus, some oranges, or you're doing some mandarins. Looking at the vegetable sources, these are the ones my kids like the most. They're doing cucumbers, they're doing carrots, they're doing bell pepper slices. Mixing and matching. You can also use the celery. Make some celery bows. We load some almond butter and put that inside the celery. Kind of dress up a little bit, another protein source. High fiber carbs in addition to the carbohydrate you're getting from your fruits and vegetables. You can be using some gluten-free crackers would be great. Maybe you're packing away some little hummus. Maybe you're packing away some guacamole. So lots of ways to get those carbs, the healthy fruits and vegetables and that protein. Now, when we're moving this side, again, we talked about with breakfast, and it's the same story again, mixed nuts and seeds are really, really healthy. It's a powerful source of protein and of fiber and of healthy fats. So mix and match, keep changing up from a week-to-week basis or a day-to-day basis, mix and matching the nuts and seeds. Take a cupful and put it in your lunch. So when you pack this brown bag full, you should have protein, whether that's in the form of the leftovers of the sandwich, fruits, vegetables, nuts, seeds. You can have some crackers in there. And then if some of you like and feel the need for some additional sources, a great nutrition bar right now that I really like is called an RX bar. You can find it all over the place. You can find them in our office. No gluten, no soy, no dairy, no added sugar. Pretty healthful source, about 12 grams of protein for a little additional boost. So play with your lunches, make sure you're mix and matching, you're not getting bored. The reality is most people like to eat most of the same things for lunch, It really just comes down to preparation. You keep that breakfast going with a solid lunch following it, you will see big gains in how you're feeling, and you will be able to tie that to your sports performance. Thank you for watching, and please make sure to check out the rest of our videos.